bliss, love, peace, hotel, trees of goodness. Once again on deck. Let's grow, showing and proving. Just got done with a phenomenal Kundalini workout, man. Kundalini yoga workout, and I just feel spectacular right now. It's been a day of great energy anyway, but to take part in that, and just got fresh out the shower. Excuse me, fix me something good to eat, and it just feels real good, man, to start to see the world that you created in your mind, to start to see it manifest outside of you. You know what I mean? Like it's extraordinary, man. Sometimes, every now and again you may get up, wake up and try to figure out like what in the world's going on or something like that, and then boom, the universe will just put somebody right in front of you, and to remind you, like, listen, you on the right track, brother. You on the right track. You doing what you need to do. Ancestors showing up. The great brother Medgar Evers' birthday was the other day, and I wasn't aware of him. I had heard his name before, but I really wasn't aware of him, and really just what he did and what he stood for. And I was on Facebook because I like this. It allows me to really just express that love and that the higher vibrations that I have in me. It allows me to express it uninhibited. I don't have to deal with any backlash or somebody sucking their teeth and nothing like that. Not that I even really care about that anyway, but it sometimes gets a little aggravating now in this matrix, this 3D matrix reality. So I love to go on Facebook and just go in and shed love, and it really helps out a lot of people. It really raises them up, raises their vibration up as well. So anyway, I had seen a post on Facebook, and they were just commemorating Medgar Evers, and I was like, and I wasn't gonna really even, because I didn't, when I was younger, I didn't really resonate with being black or more. I didn't really resonate with being that. I didn't see myself as really anything, but all I knew was that people with darker complexions normally had a lot of anger and aggravation in them, so I normally tried to shy away from them, for the most part, and really got along with a lot of other people a lot better than I did with the Moors. It's a lot different now, but even still, it's to a degree, because it's a lot of anger and aggravation anyway. So anyway, I didn't really do. It took me a long time to start going into the research about just Black history and what went down in the United States of America and just throughout the world in general. As I began to learn more about myself, I started to look more into that realm, and I really just began to have another appreciation for the brother. And I wasn't gonna even reposted the share. I had just liked it, and I was compelled to share that thing, to share that post about it being Medgar Evers' birthday, and what ended up transpiring was me and his brother I started having a really good conversation about him and about how he, whenever they said when he was shot with a rifle and a close range, and he still was able to survive 30 minutes after that, and the doctors were baffled at how he was able to do that. And it was also said in the autopsy that was done 30 years later they did the autopsy on his brother, and his body hadn't even started to decompose yet. Like, he was still in pristine condition, and that just speaks about the spirit that inhabited that brother. And the ancestors really wanted me to see that, because I feel that same spirit is what's in me, and me and the brother were on Facebook talking about that dynamic. Like, well, I mean, that brother, he lives through us, you know what I mean? And when I said that through him, and we on Facebook, mind you, when I said that, the brother said he got goosebumps from that statement, and that just was confirmation from the ancestors and from the spirit letting us know that, yes, that brother does live through us, you know what I mean? I have a high passion to help my people, to help restore us to the place where we once were and beyond. So that spirit definitely resonates with me. So it was awesome to reconnect with that, reconnect with another aspect of myself, and it just felt really good. And so then, yesterday I was kind of figuring out, like, what should I do type of deal. And I'm never really bored, but I just try to figure out what what area of productivity do I want to take on today? You know what I mean? Because boredom is really an illusion. It's it's a million things that you could be doing. It's whether you choose to do them or not. So I like to go in and try to figure out how do I want to be productive today. And I just ended up coming across this brother named Stanley Jordan, who I had never heard. I never heard of Stanley Jordan, and but this brother is a living legend, a living legend, no doubt about it, in the musical realm, and just in the realm of just being yourself and being who you are. You know, this brother is a musical prodigy, and the fact that he basically created a new way to play the guitar, and is phenomenal, dynamic in his playing. You know what I mean? Like he and and it just all happened to be on like an off page to a Yahoo. I went to go look at something on Yahoo News, and then it was like an offshoot that they had this thing, and it was saying like Stanley Jordan reveals his secrets about his guitars, how he plays his guitar, and those type of words, you know, resonate with me when you talk about secrets. I'm like, well, I don't even know. I'm not playing a guitar right now, but you know, it might be something I can use in the future when I'm really in a position to be able to sit down and learn how to play that instrument. You know, so I might as well just get that tidbit now. So I want to check this out and find out that this brother is phenomenal. You know, and he's another one of those androgynous beings that that really sets the bar. You know what I mean? He really sets the bar and elevates us as humanity through his music, and he also has this thing called he also has this organization that focuses on music therapy for the veterans, you know, and that's something that's a passion of mine. Me being a veteran, me being a combat veteran of the United States Marine Corps, URA, BMA 231, aviation ordnance technician on the AV-8B Harrier. That's something that resonates with me deeply because I know the impact that it has for you going off and you know, doing the best that you can for your country, and it takes a toll on you mentally and physically. You know, it's not just a physical thing. It takes a toll on you, and they're not really being healed when they get back. And not only are they not being healed when they get back properly, they're not being healed properly. They're not even oftentimes they're not even being taken care of to the point to where oftentimes they're home. You've seen a lot of homeless veterans on the streets in many of these cities. You know, and there's no excuse for that. I'm the type of person who feels like, and that's not just because I'm a veteran, but it's definitely it's definitely a part of it because I know that experience firsthand. It's like, you know, we should be united. You know what I mean? We should be united. We've gone out and served our country, and everybody hasn't done that. You know, everybody hasn't done that. That takes a certain type of individual. Yeah, maybe certain situations where it may force an individual to join the military, but they don't have to do it. You sign a contract and still take off if you want to, and be a deserter if you want to. So it still takes a strong individual to be able to represent in the combat zone for his family. You know, fighting for. And you know, and this, obviously, you know, speaking on what we break bread on, you know, this is we know that it's an allusion to a degree, but you know, when it's all said and done, that person is doing what they feel is best for their country. You know what I mean? To their knowledge. You know what I mean? So that is commendable in itself. So when I seen Stanley Jordan speaking about that dynamic, and it just really, I was honored to come across the brother. You know what I mean? Because that's somebody of my own heart, somebody of my own spirit, who's that same androgynous makeup. You know what I mean? And also is who's thinking therapy, who's thinking healing. You know what I mean? Because that's what I'm about as well. You know, as a Reiki master, I'm thinking healing for all people. You know what I mean? Especially for those that resonate with me. You know what I mean? And which is everybody to a degree, but there's certain things, you know what I mean, that really stick out. And being a veteran is one of them, absolutely, that I feel like I can help impact that area in the best way possible. So I just wanted to touch on those couple of things, and I'm just excited to start seeing, to see the world that I created in my mind as a youngster, really start to unfold and start to see pieces line up, and more information and wisdom being granted to me and reaffirmed in my world to let me know, listen, start to do this more, start to do this sort of meditation more, start to do this sort of thing more, start to really write more, and do these sorts of videos more, and just speak out more, and really help raise the vibration and the consciousness of the community that I'm in. I was going to try to leave this area that I'm in because certain things were starting to happen, and I was feeling like it was showing me, Spirit was showing me that it was time to move forward. But I think that might have been a little bit of the ego involved, because what happened was, and I'm not ashamed. Everything is purposeful. I got my vehicle repossessed a couple months ago, and I had done some wizardry in my yard to where, and I parked my vehicle in the front. I wasn't scared because I know that it wasn't no way they're gonna be able to take my vehicle from the front. It wasn't gonna happen in front of my house. They weren't gonna be able to do it, and they weren't able to do it. But the thing was, I was going to school, and they went up and they were able to do it on campus at that school. Because it's an open campus. So, but it once again worked out perfectly because I ended up meeting an awesome brother, and we're really good friends. I look forward to seeing how this relationship develops and how we can help each other grow. So I'm just excited to seeing everything transpire. I kind of forgot where I was going with that, but I'm just excited to see everything lining up. Oh yeah, I was saying that I was going to leave, but I'm really being shown that I need to help raise the city up, help raise the city's vibrations up. And I said this whenever I got laid off a few years back, and I was coming back I'm in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I was coming back to Fayetteville. I was saying, and it's a military town. The base is bigger than the city. More people on the base than the city. And I was saying, like, I don't want to be here, but if anybody can help raise this vibration of this city up, if anybody can help raise this city up, it will be me. And I was saying that then, and the Lord keep bringing that to my remembrance. And remember when you said that, this is what you need to do. This is what needs to be done. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to hold. I'm going to start passing out what I call flight sheets to have different herbals and different natural remedies. And just bringing awareness to certain things, bringing awareness to therapy and what it can do for your life, massage therapy, physical massage therapy, and Reiki energy therapy, as well as the different herbs and whatnot. And I'm also going to start holding Kundalini yoga classes. I'm a certified Reiki master, but I'm not a certified yoga practitioner or yoga instructor, Kundalini yoga instructor. But I feel like I'm just gonna put it up on Meetup and see who comes up, and if and they come up, we'll have the class. I'll host it out in my front yard, and we'll get it done. Because that's something that can really be beneficial. A lot of folks don't. They want, a lot of folks, they want to work out, but they're not doing the best workout for their body. I've talked to folks who their body's being deteriorated by the type of workout that they're doing. It's a young lady who, I talked to all the time at the campus when I was up at school. And she was just telling me how her lower back was hurting, but then she would always be up early in the morning, going and do those vigorous gym workouts because she knows that it relieves energy, it relieves this built-up tension inside of her. But at the same token, she's tearing her body up, and it touches a little bit on what Dick Gregory was talking about when he was saying that whenever you try to do exercise where your feet leave the ground, every time your foot hits that ground again, you are sending such a high level of force back up your body, and it's doing more damage to your body than it is helping your body. So you see in a lot of these like in Asia and in India, in these Indian countries, Pakistan and the Middle Eastern countries or whatever, where they do the Kundalini yoga and stuff over there. But in the Asian countries, they do a lot of that Qigong and Tai Chi, and these are physical workouts that are helping invigorate the body. So we need to get more of those in our community because they're and we're seeing that they live till longer ages and of a more of a sound mind and body than folks who are in America, and they don't even get to live up to those ages, and they doing all types of workouts, lifting 200-300 pounds, doing squats and all this type of stuff, and they tearing their body up, and they're not really mindful of what's happening. So I want to be able to make these type of things common knowledge in this city, because it's a lot of energy in this city, and as it is in every city, because people gravitate to these places for a reason, and the military installations were built in these places for a reason. There wasn't an accident. Every place that there's a military installation, it's a vortex center. So Fayetteville is in a prime position that it's been a small town for a while, but it's starting to build itself into a city with a lot of other bases around it were being shut down, and people were they were being transported here. So now this city is starting to become it's starting to become more of a city, and they're starting to build it. So we need to also raise the vibration of this place too, so it can really be a powerful city in its own right, you know. And it's starting to get more nationwide attention as well. It wasn't an accident that they just so happened to show, you know. And I hated to hear about it because I heard about it later on, just not being a part of, you know, the Matrix and what's going on in society. But I ended up hearing about it like years later about this the young lady Shania Davis and the brother J. Cole's from Fayetteville, North Carolina. And he did a song, an awesome song about the situation and you know, just certain things like that. Even J. Cole being signed to Rock Nation, and it's not a knock on any of his ability because he is an outstanding artist, an outstanding young man, and is very mindful, very conscious, and amazing lyricist, and a producer as well. Makes awesome music, and but it wasn't an accident that he was signed to Rock Nation, to such a high level artist, you know, of Jay-Z's caliber, and none of this is accidental. There aren't any coincidences, you know. So I'm just excited. Like I said, I'm just excited to see more and more of what's been going on inside of me start to transpire outside of me. So with that, you know, I'm just gonna I'm gonna sign off and get my grub on and continue on watching this lecture that I was watching, this awesome lecture by Hakeem Bey. If you hadn't heard about it, check it out, and I definitely try to put the link on my channel there. And man, just keep pushing, stay encouraged, keep moving and grooving, and let's grow. It's that time for you to look inside of you, and for you to be that change that you desire to see outside of you. Don't keep waiting for somebody else to do it. You know, you be that change. You be that person who makes it happen, because you know it's only you when it boils down to it. And that's a whole other topic in itself. But I love you. Stay encouraged. Be peace. Be blessing. Be bliss. And let's grow. Let's grow. TOG, cheese of goodness all day, all night. Love y'all.